do you guys really want it, man? That's the message today, guys. I'm on the way to work, and usually I don't make videos on Fridays, but I just woke up in the middle of the night and I had these thoughts going through my head. Basically, the thought was, let me fix the camera. The thought was, don't allow your failure and your mistakes be the reason why you quit, but allow them be the exact reasons why you get better. My mic. Let your mistakes and your failures be the reason why you get better. And the biggest differentiator between both males and females, but particularly in males, is that it's the way they take their L's. A lot of people are incapable of taking losses or failures or mistakes, and due to that, they kind of throw their hands up and just never give it a shot again, because there is this weird expectation that the first time you do it, or when you start a project, everything should go should flow nice and smoothly, but it doesn't, right? And for it not to go smoothly is like a sign from the universe, hey, this is not for you. Yeah, there's some kind of signs like that where, hey, if you keep on trying and doing and forcing it, maybe it's a task or a project that's very unaligned with who you are. So there is a level of discernment that is necessary for you to gauge if, is this something that you should be doing? And that just takes more time of prayer and meditation and really digging deep on why you're interested in certain things, right? Because you want to do the thing that's most aligned with you, that you naturally have a draw to. And once you find your natural draw to something, you go all out on it. And there was multiple times that, guys, like I made mistakes and failed different projects, different like little launches online. Um, had one project, I did a project like this and then another project like that. But what happened is that I learned from each project that I did, because it was something in the moment I desired to learn and want to do. I wasn't great at it, but I learned a lot of skills that were transferable to what I'm doing now. And the things I'm doing now, I'm more capable of being able to do that is because I gave it a shot in the past on other projects. And today, I'm a better speaker on the camera. I have a better understanding of who I am. I have a better understanding of how online shopping works, right? And it was all these little small things I did throughout my, you know, throughout my years of experience, is now I'm able to leverage them today. And it wasn't that I was greatly successful in any of them, but it was just something I needed to learn. And I believe that when you have a deep desire for something, you might take on projects that are only seasonal, but in the moment you might think, okay, this might be, your long-term project. But after doing it for maybe 5 7 a year, you realize, no, it was just a short-term project and I learned a lot from it, and you move on to the next. So don't be scared. At the same time, another note is, don't be scared of, like, hey, knowing, like, I think this is the end of it, right? And I think is it like, am I giving up on it? Or is it really that you begin to see that, hey, I'm actually at the end of the season of this project or this thing in my life, that this thing is maybe just a stepping stone to the bigger and better project, or the next goals or next vision. Because life is continuous, guys. Life continues to grow and expand, especially if you continue to push yourself and apply yourself. It continuously does that. And that brings me to even work, like my work, my job, my fitness. Specifically yesterday, I made some mistakes at work. Could be applying myself a lot more in certain areas of my job. And that that is where you have to hold yourself accountable and say, want to know what, I can do better. We can always do better and improve. So it's always being able to sit back and reflect, can I put better energy, can I put more concentration. And it doesn't really matter if it's do you like it or not. It's more of it's a challenge and I'm going to do it. It's because you begin to see challenges as workouts. You understand that, hey, if I hit this workout next week, next month, this is going to be easier. And it also trains you to do the things that you might not want to do or like. It allows you to do all the tasks that you might find, boring or dislike. You find it that I can do it really quickly and get over it. And that is a skill that you have to develop, because there's the chances of you falling and finding work that you're 100% in love with is very slim. Definitely don't want to be working at a job where you hate, but you should be able to, with every job there is like anywhere from 15 to 30% of it you might not like. Hopefully you don't hate it, but you might not like it or not prefer to do it. But being able to get through what you need to get through without complaining is a skill, because complaining, right, it changes your vibrational state. One of the most important things you need to realize when you face failure, rejection, challenges is to be observant of your vibrational state, that it doesn't impact it to such a degree that you literally begin to perceive all of your world differently. You should be able to say, hey, this is a challenge and I'm going to overtake it. Don't let it disturb you to the point where it begins to disturb all areas of your life. One person sees one mini little pushback and they fall into an emotional turmoil, and you begin to see it affect how they show up in their family, the way they speak to strangers, the way they view the future. It might even change the way they view the past, right? And that's because they don't have a anchor on their in their soul. So remaining emotionally stable is going to be key for you to progress. And to do that is slow overload. It's stress. It's basically teaching yourself how to deal with stress. Life is stressful, guys. But when we choose our stress, right? When we choose our challenges, our battles, we want these battles and these challenges, right, to be aligned with who we desire to become, the person who we are, and it's aligned with our goals. Is it going to allow us in the future to achieve our goals? If you're taking on burdens and challenges, right, that are not aligned with who you want to be, what you want in your life, it is a distraction. It is time for you to acknowledge, hey, this set of stress is unnecessary. I'm going to find stress that is necessary, right? For you to be open-minded to understand that life is of resistance, it's of pressure, it's of challenges, helps you realize that I don't need to run away from stress. I don't need to run away from accountability and responsibility. What I need is appropriate responsibility, the right type of accountability, the right type of challenges in my life, the right type of pressure, the type of pressure that will actually cause me to rise to the occasion for things that I actually desire for my life. The last thing you want to be doing is having stressing about something you don't actually care about. And some people are put into those kind of positions. But as you age, you have to realize that it becomes your responsibility of deciding that for yourself. But also be smart about it. Don't be quick to make decisions, impulsive. Be smart, calculated. There's a lot of people who make impulsive decisions and it sends them in a very wrong direction. So always think, always have a friend. If you don't have a friend, pray, go online, talk to ChatGPT, ask them to be a financial advisor, some type of advisor that you need to think through some stuff so you don't make a rash decision. A lot of life is also about risk management, guys. It's avoiding dumb things. There's risk that's related to being courageous, which is means not chasing, but laboring towards a good cause, a goal of servitude, of expressing your divine light. That's being courageous. But there's also risk about doing things that are not aligned with your character. Gambling, there's a lot of things that you should avoid, because the chances of it going sideways or the wrong direction are high. You be wise, be wise, be wise. If you lack wisdom, as the scripture says, ask God for wisdom and he will give it to you freely, right? So that you may understand things. Okay, understanding is where you gain power. So I'm pulling up to my garage, guys. So let's end it on this. Don't allow your mistakes and your failures, right? Don't allow it to disturb you to the point where you give up in life, right? There's no reason, there's no big excuse that you can use to rationalize that, hey, I'm giving up in life. There's nothing. There can't be anything in this world, okay, for you to just give up. So allow the mistakes, allow the failures in your life be the reason why you get better, the reason why you get smarter. Let them teach you. In all of it, there's wisdom. In everything, you're able to find some piece of knowledge that will unlock a new set of skills, perception, that will continue to help you work towards your goals and build a future that you're proud of. So other than that, guys, always be ready to take action, take accountability, be intentional with your life, know what you want, make a plan, find out what do I got to do every single day for that to happen, create rituals and systems. Once you do that, your whole life becomes intentional. It has meaning, it has purpose, right? So you begin to value your time more. When you value your time more, you also kind of value other people's time more. You're straight to business. That you also, schedule rest time and enjoyment, but majority of your life becomes intentional. And then other than that, guys, pray with God. Pray for your daily bread. Ask him, what do I need to know today for me to get through today successfully? Protect me, guide me, and let your light shine within me so I can shine it into this world, that I can fill this world with your light, Father. How does love want to express itself through you into the reality that you live in? When you find that out, that's basically the meaning of your life. How does love want to express itself through you into the world that you are, so that you become the source of love in your universe, where you become the alpha and the omega of kindness? That kindness begins with you and ends with you in your reality. That love doesn't exist outside of you. Love isn't supposed to be found behind some firewall, behind some individual or some status. It's you. You're the source of love in your world. So fill your universe with the love of God, your love inside your world. Be the source of everything that you desire. For the kingdom of God is within you. It's not in the future, it's not in the past, it's not somewhere else. It's inside of you. And you must express it into the world. Let your light shine, guys. Cultivate your gifts. Leverage them. Serve humanity. And you'll find yourself. Well, with that being said, guys, do what you got to do. Take action. Be intentional. Pray with God. And I'll see you guys in the next one.